before we get into the question of the week,
Yes.
so for some reason, I know what I was doing. I was looking through all of our like comments and stuff and looking for like nice comments that people did for our media kit since we're trying to put that together so we start pitching and stuff to potential management companies. And I crossed some of our like early episodes, which is crazy because we're still in our early episodes days, but
the early
episodes. And that was one girl. I could have kicked you.
What'd I say?
You ain't say shit, but that mic was so far away from you. I was just looking at you. Was literally sitting like this, and the mic was literally like right
I was
there.
Playing with that mic. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Why is that microphone so far away from her?
Here's what it is. I was not thinking about my space from the microphone. I was just all over the damn place.
It didn't even matter because I would move the microphone
and I move again.
And then you'd be like this. Just sitting far away from it. I'm like, oh my God, get to the mic.
I didn't care about that damn mic. I did not give a damn.
You didn't start caring about the mic until our first editor messaged us.
Confronted about
and was like, Jay Mike is just
out of control.
And then because it was still closer to me than it was you, it kept picking me up. And then, yeah.
They was like, look, we sick of this. Get that girl and that goddamn mic together.
And so I watched that episode. Actually, yeah. And I was just like, I said, God, it's only been a year and we had these struggles already.
Look, I didn't give a damn about that mic.
You sure did.
I don't know what to say.
I was like, ugh. At some point, I was just like, you know what? I'm so fucking tired of talking about this mic. I ain't gonna talk. I am not bringing up that fucking mic. Not one more damn time. And then when he brought that up, I said, fuck, I gotta talk to her about this mic again.
And I'm like, what? Me? I ain't do nothing.
And it wasn't until I actually was like, you need to hear how this sounds.
And I was like, oh. This bad, ain't it?
I think that was one of the first times where I heard you say, yep, it's me. I'm the problem.
The one and only. Soak it up because I ain't going to say it again. I was like, yeah. Yep. I'm not even going to fake the fuck. This was me.
Like, she been telling me.
I didn't know it was that bad, but here we are.
I swear I was just like, and so I actually watched the episode and I was just like, God damn, that mic is so far away from her mouth.
I don't know why I ain't give a fuck about that mic. I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm a little better.
You are better. You are better. But anyway, the growing pains of starting a podcast. Anywho, question. It
could have been worse.
Oh, it 100% could have been worse. And honestly, we have had some worse episodes. I mean, we had an episode where we couldn't put the video on it at all.
Yeah, what was that?
Because both of us were so blurry, you couldn't see us.
Yeah, we had to delete that. That was sad.
Yeah, well, we didn't delete it. We just aired it on YouTube as an audio only.
I know, but...
And I was just like, damn, that fucking sucks. Because that was a good episode, too.
Can't have it all.
Oh, well. Question of the week.
Yes. What's the question?
What's the worst first date you've ever had? Y'all already know the worst first date for me. It was the ice cream day where I had to drop the dude off at home. He got mad at me because I stopped at stop signs.
Honestly, that whole thing was a comedy skit. The whole entire thing.
It was. You right. You ain't wrong.
Mess. I was like, you have way more patience than me because I would have been through with this mess.
Yeah, it was the whole telling me. But again, I would much prefer somebody
Appreciate
do
the
what
honesty.
he did because it told me from the get-go, like, we ain't for each other. So
he ain't for nobody.
I ain't gonna say he ain't for nobody, but he ain't for me. But anyway, I got a few responses.
Yeah, what they say.
Okay, so what's the worst first date you've ever had? This one says, she asked to meet at a local park instead of the coffee shop we originally agreed on. Okay. Cute, right? I show up and she's there with a 5-year-old kid. She says, oh, I'm actually nannying right now, but my boss is paying me $25 an hour, so I figured I'd multitask. 10 minutes in, she asked me to watch the kid so she can take a quick call in her car. She drove to the gas station and left me alone with a stranger's child for 40 minutes. I basically got tricked into doing freelance childcare. What would you do if somebody that you trusted to watch your child did that?
First of all, he better be able to call 911 so
Yep.
quick. Be like, she abandoned this. First of all, I'm not showed up and it would have been, but we can do a 2-for-1, girl. You could have rescheduled.
Literally.
What is this?
I mean, I would have even said we could have rescheduled. I wouldn't even said I don't think I would have said anything to her. I would have just turned around and left.
We could have rescheduled. Like, what is
I wouldn't have said a damn thing. Soon as I would have saw her with
the
that
police
kid,
the moment.
I would have turned around and left.
Take a call.
And then you hear an engine start.
And that's not a call now. First of all, I wouldn't even made it that far.
Hell no, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to go take a call. No, the hell
No,
you ain't. That little boy coming with you.
But I'm telling you, I wouldn't have made it to that point. Soon as I would have sat down and realized that kid was with her, I would have got back up and left.
Like the whole thing was shady. Y'all supposed to meet at a coffee shop. And then meet me at the park and don't mention nothing about the child.
Exactly.
And then you show up and then, I'm freelancing.
And that's exactly why I would have got my black ass up and walked right back out of that park. I ain't got no business here. I ain't got no kids.
No, and this raggedy girl, that probably was her damn kid the whole time.
But do make me miss my babysitting days, getting paid that much money for
watching
kids. Yeah, you can make a killing.
But she didn't even know him, like, to jeopardize the child's safety like that. Like, you didn't even know that man.
How would you feel if, like, you had jive with a nanny and you found out, you just left him with some random dude for 40 minutes?
He could have been doing anything.
First of all, I think you would have dug deep and resuscitated old Jay, and you probably would have beat the fuck out of that girl.
Beat. I'd probably be in jail because it would have been bad. Like, you leaving my child.
I barely trusted
you, bitch. And now you sitting there, some random dude from OK Cupid is who you leaving my child with? Shows how long I've been in the dating pool.
Yeah, because...
what is it now, Hinge?
Hinge, Bumble is still a thing. Those are the only ones I really know about.
See how long it's been? I'm talking about some OK Cupid. The youth don't even know what that is.
Next thing you're going to talk about some Plenty of Fish.
That was a mess. Oh, that was a damn
Plenty
mess.
of Fish. But okay, here's the next one. What's the worst first date you've ever had? This one's kind of a long one.
What did it say?
It says, I went out for drinks with this guy. Mm-hmm. He was heading out and I go to call an Uber. But I suddenly had to pee really bad.
That's what drinking will do.
Yeah, literally does it every time. The bar was closing, so they wouldn't let me back inside. The guy invited me to use the bathroom at his apartment, which was a block away.
Okay.
We quickly shuffled over to his place, and when he opened the door, there are hundreds of lit candles everywhere.
Fire hazard, but okay.
Yeah, right? I ask if his roommate is home, but he says no, he's out of town. So this guy lit all these candles in anticipation of me coming over and left them unattended for hours.
That was dang. He lucky he had an apartment to come back to.
He points me towards the bathroom and I go to use it. Washing my hands, I notice two things. Ooh, there's a large butcher's knife next to the sink, and there's a puddle of what I can only assume to be urine surrounding the tub drain. I finished what I'm doing.
What?
I finished what I'm doing and go to bed. The bathroom door is wedged shut. I spend like 10 minutes knocking, trying to get the guy's attention. Eventually, he hears me and says, "Oh yeah, I should have warned you not to close the door." After what felt like forever, we were able to get the door unwedged. I tell him I have to go home and make my exit. While I'm outside waiting for my Uber, this guy creeps up behind me and just stands there. I have no idea how long he was standing there, But as the Uber pulls up, he pulls me backwards and attempts to kiss me. But he was much taller than me, so I only got smothered by his insane beard. I pull away and get in the Uber. The poor Uber driver was like, "Girl, you're safe with me. Tell me everything." She was horrified. Needless to say, there was no second date. I would have rather pissed my pants than have to gone in his house.
So you see a butcher knife and didn't grab it for yourself? You left it in the
First of all,
bathroom?
let's take a step back from that. You open the door
And
and
it's a whole
before
bunch
you
of
can
lit
even step
candles.
inside, you just see a bunch of fucking lit candles. Like this is a renaissance, like not renaissance, but a seance or
ritual
something.
is what it is.
Yeah, like you about to be sacrificed.
And then you see a butcher knife and a puddle of pee in the bathroom.
There were so many signs that you this is not a safe space.
Honestly, back in the day when I used to go out, I would pee behind a car and go home.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to some stranger's house to pee in his house.
I'm telling you, as soon as he would have opened that door and I would have saw the glow from all those fucking candles, I'd be like, what's going on in there?
That's why she said, is your roommate in?
I wouldn't fuck your roommate. I don't give a fuck who your roommate is. What is whoever is in this house? Don't matter who it is. What's going on in there? Because I don't think I want to be involved.
I wouldn't have went to that man's house.
I wouldn't have went to his house either.
The bar kicked me out. Okay, I'd be like, what, peeing on the side of this
Look,
car?
I'm telling you, that night where me and my friend ended up at Nate's house when I didn't really know him, if he was to open his door to his apartment and it had 100 candles lit in there, I would have left her ass standing there. I sleep on the street.
She lucky she made it out.
But
she lucky she is even
she
living
is,
to tell the tale.
That could have went dark.
And I think he locked her in that damn room.
Man,
I should have told you to don't shut the door. And he would have kept crawling through the ceiling. We don't have time for his ass.
I'm telling you, when I would have went to open that door and it wouldn't open after all the other shit that
all that a panic attack.
Yeah, I was like,
I'd have been like,
you about to kill me. Jesus, I'm not ready to die.
I wonder what you went to church last week.
I knew I should have just pissed on myself. I knew I should have just did it. I knew it. Oh, now your stupid ass about to die because you want to pee.
And you know what my other thought would be?
What?
I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to be an investigation discovery episode. Is it going to be a good episode?
See, I wouldn't even want that. I wouldn't even think that. I'd be like, oh God, am I about to be an unsolved murder or a missing person case?
My spirit is petty. Unsolved what? I am leading y'all to this.
They gotta find you first.
First of all, when she got locked in that bathroom, she should have been sending her location immediately.
Man, they would have had my location, but when I was at the restaurant.
So when I'm gonna go to his house to pee, you should have sent that man's location.
But yeah, I was like, at first I wasn't gonna do that one because I was like, that's kind of long. But then I was like,
it's
what
foolish.
The fuck?
I hope she learned something.
It's almost so unbelievable that you actually think like that story is fake. But at the same time, like, nah, that story ain't fake.
People are weird. I believe every sentence of that mess.
And then at the end, just stand behind her and just watch her.
He had that knife. I'm telling you.
Like, it's okay if you want to make sure that I got in the Uber safe, so you came to like. But let's chat then. Don't just lurk behind me like some creep.
You know me. I would have had that knife. I would have seen that knife. That's my knife now.
You would have had that knife tucked somewhere.
Baby, I would have had that.
But at the same time, I wouldn't have wanted to touch that knife because why is it in this bathroom for one?
To stab me with. And now joke's on you, I'm stabbing your ass.
Nah, because then my brain would go, did he kill somebody in here last night with that damn knife? And now I done touched it and now my fingerprints is on it.
He ain't getting it back. That's why I said it's my knife now.
But here's the next one. What's the worst first date you've ever had?
Yes.
Her phone kept going off during dinner, and while she didn't answer it, she did keep checking it. I was a little annoyed and told her she can go ahead and respond since it sounded like an emergency. She then told me it's not an emergency and that it's just her boyfriend. This took me by surprise since I thought she was single. And when I told her I don't want to get caught up in whatever drama she got going on, she told me that she's been meaning to break up with him for a while, so she's practically single. It's just that he doesn't know it yet.
So you not single.
Like, that's not how that works.
You being too much of a coward to break up with him is not making you single.
But the crazy thing is, both men and women do this shit.
I don't get it.
It's so dumb.
Why are you dragging this out?
Like, break up with him.
Maybe I'm selfish. When it's over, it's over, and I'm not dealing with it no more. It's over now. What is this? Numbers in your pocket.
Where did that even come from?
It's over now.
Oh. I wasn't following.
My brain is so random.
Because you didn't go
over
now. Like, if you would have did that, I would have got it. But then you was like, what is this? Numbers in you? I'm like, did we say something about numbers?
Who gave you a reason?
Something wrong with you. But yeah, I'm like, that's not how that goes. Like, if you don't want to be with them, that's just fine. Don't. But leave them.
But the audacity.
I was literally about to say the audacity to go on a date with somebody
and act like he's stupid because he asked valid
questions. Dumbass. Like,
he just don't know we ain't together. He thinking you ain't finna get me stabbed out here in these streets. Like, get out of here.
Like, talking about I'm practically single. Anytime you have to act practically in front of something, it ain't that. I'm practically single in your head, but you got a whole nother person think y'all still committed to each other.
That's why he calling you, because he wanna know where you at, because he think you his girlfriend.
Exactly. I'm like, that's so fucking dumb. Like,
and it's so messy. But he like, don't bring me in your mess.
Yeah,
I don't want nothing to
bring me in it. Now, what if that dude walk? And this is my thing. This is why I always say, but you really don't know until after everything is done. I was like, so if you messing around with somebody, you know you with somebody else.
They don't know.
They don't know. But then your spouse or partner finds out because they catch you, and now they trying to fight me, and I don't even know shit.
I don't know neither one of y'all, quite frankly. I barely know him.
But they so damn mad and just assuming that I knew the whole damn time. They don't find out until we done fighting.
And it's like, I never knew neither one of y'all.
Like, who are you, random person that just walked up to me and started fighting me? Oh, you, his girlfriend. I didn't know he had one. So,
girl, riddle me this, because I didn't have nothing to do with it.
Because both of us thought we was the mains at this point.
I'm just as confused as you.
And now I done sat here and hopefully ain't got my ass handed to me.
You mad at the wrong one. My thing is, if I see my person with somebody else, I'm not mad at the random person. I'm mad at the person who's supposed to be in a relationship with me.
I'm not gonna get mad at the other person unless,
but if I know them, if they are a complete stranger, whatever.
If I know them, I'm livid, and honestly, I'm probably gonna hit you before I hit them.
But if you a complete stranger,
and honestly, not even that. Even if you are a complete stranger, if I walk in, like, say for instance, you sitting with my guy on a date, but we don't know each other, I walk in and start being like, what the fuck you doing?
And that's when I leave. I go, nope. And grab my purse and go.
But you know, you got some girls that'll be all up in your face, make it known that they knew you existed. Okay, now I got a problem with you. Because you knew I existed.
As soon as somebody walk up, who is this? Somebody you don't need to worry about. I ain't in the mood. I'm not in the mood for y'all bullshit. I'm gone.
Honestly, you're going to hear me go, that's my cue. And I'm going to get up and I'm going to go hop in my car and go home. Because this ain't got shit to do with
me. And my purse will skedaddle on home. Like, nope.
I will tell that server, can you
fuck the server? I'm gone. I don't give a fuck who paying.
I still want my food.
I don't give a fuck about the food. I'm gone. I'm not in the mood.
He's still paying. But I want my food.
I don't give a fuck about that.
I don't care. I want my food.
I give me
even if I don't need
food. Because my night gonna be ruined. I ain't gonna care about the food no more. I'll be home mad. Like,
it depends on how much I actually like the guy if I'll be mad. But
because
what I'll definitely do is call your ass and be like, you will never fucking guess.
And I'll be like, boy.
Thank God it ain't me. But
glad I don't gotta be out
I can't be mad at the person that don't know shit about me. I can't. But I can be mad at the person that knows everything about me.
Yeah, because this person, they was on Hinge, minding their own business. Your partner more than likely contacted them. Mm-hmm. So it's like, they don't know nothing. This person saying they single.
You getting
The
further and further away from
God
that
damn it,
damn
me and
mic.
this mic. What's up with this problem? What? Just when I was doing so good with my little mic. Because I know my voice ain't even loud. So why I be getting away from the mic?
I know it is loud, and I've actually found that yours is louder than mine.
It depends.
But it's when we do the like petty talk and we lower our voice
Yeah,
that I'm
that's our
like,
petty low.
now we can't hear nothing.
We heard each other and we kiki, but ain't nobody kiki with us.
But anyway, the next one.
Yeah, what is it? These dates sound terrible.
That's the point.
Mm.
What's the worst first date you ever had?
Yes. What it say?
Okay, what's the worst first date you ever had? I was 16 and I met a guy who wanted to sit by the lake.
Okay.
Backstory, I used to live near a beautiful lake and it had a boat dock, so there was a bunch of lights and it was just so peaceful to look at during sundown and at night.
Okay.
So,
okay. Cute setup. Okay.
Yeah. So we were hanging out and talking, and randomly he pulls out an old electric toothbrush that he made into a tattoo gun, and he starts tattooing himself. I'm staring at him very confused because I've never seen anyone do a tattoo not in a tattoo shop. Then she says, just, FYI, my mom worked in a tattoo shop and this is where I met this guy. He came in while his mother was getting a tattoo. And he also had ink himself. I asked him what he was doing and if he thought that was clean / a good idea. And he said, he was like, it doesn't hurt, everything's cool. And then he grabs my hand and places a dot right on top.
Oh no.
I was screaming and freaking out and made him take me home. I still have that dot on my hand, and my mom took me to get every STD test under the sun the next day because that kid stabbed me with his used needle.
That's all I was like, wait, he took her hand and did what?
Yeah. Now she has a permanent mark on her hand, even if it is just a dot. She has something on her body.
He attacked her as far as I'm concerned. Like, he
I was
attacked her.
I was like, what kind
What
of
would
sense?
possess you on a first date to be like, hey, yeah, share this needle with me? First of all, your response to what I was doing was, yeah, I don't think you should be doing that. That was her response. And he,
You think that's crazy? Wait till you see what I'm about to do next.
Share my bodily fluids with you when you did not even want it nor ask for it.
No, I'm not a fighter. I don't fight.
Boy, he would have got stabbed in the eye with that fucking thing. Did that shit to me.
I feel like every one of these situations, I would have had to throw hands after each one.
Especially the last one. Like the last one.
I have to throw hands. I'm a risk getting that ass whooping, but I'm gonna have to throw hands.
Now I gotta worry about hepatitis C? I think not. I think not.
Yeah, I was like,
I would have, and then she was 16. I would have been pissed.
I would have been livid. You would have, man, the ass whooping he would have got, you would have swore he got it by a 35-year-old.
He would have been stabbed by his own dirty ass needle. Don't you dare.
I'm like, you know what? Thank God we on a body of water. They'll never find your ass.
What would make one go to a first date?
First of all, you're clearly smart. Because how the fuck did you change this damn electronic toothbrush into a tattoo gun?
I don't think it'd be that hard, actually.
It might not be, but I don't have the brain power to go try to figure it out either.
But why would you bring that on a first date unwarranted? Like, we didn't talk about
that leads me to believe that he knew something about them because, like, he wanted to go to that spot and do that. He was like, you know what? While the sun is setting, this is the great time to give myself a tattoo. Maybe he was trying to tattoo the sunset. I don't know, but I feel like she was a target date.
Yeah, but it's like, so you meet this girl, your first thought is try to give her an unwanted tattoo that like, she did not ask you for?
I was like, that's wild. I lose every bit of my brain because how dare you?
I am so happy that she didn't end up catching nothing.
How dare you?
Praise
Mark my body.
permanently.
Yeah.
Person who I don't even know your last name. Like,
Exactly.
what?
Exactly.
What?
Here's the last one.
Child, that was stressful.
What's the worst first date you've ever been on?
Can't nothing top that last one.
Okay. What's the worst first date you ever had? We matched on a dating app and it set up a date at a bar around where she lived.
I wouldn't do that, but okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. I show up and her brother is there with his wife. I thought it was pretty odd, but maybe they were there for her safety and would leave eventually, is what I thought. But nope. We bar hopped to 3 different bars and they were there the entire time at each place. Later in the night, she told me her 18-year-old son convinced her to go on a date on the dating apps because he thought she needed to put herself out there. Oh, and she also mentioned that the dad of the son had 7 DWIs.
Okay.
When I left to go home, I went over to her brother to say goodbye, and he was like, "There's plenty of other women here if you want to stick around." Worst date ever. So much happened in there.
What?
I could tell you right now.
Wait. So he shows up.
And her brother and his wife, and her brother and her brother's wife is there.
Why? Well, after he's like, "Oh, just to be safe, she don't know me. That's cool. That's
Yeah,
fine."
I would have said the same thing. I was like,
But
"Oh, okay."
the bar hopping, they following y'all.
I would have never
around?
made it to 3 bars.
He's trying to.
I was
Maybe he
like,
ain't been out in a while. And then, oh yeah, my 18-year-old son told me I should get out.
I'm like, because what does that have to do with anything?
He probably like,
And why are you telling me that your baby daddy got 7 DWIs?
what that got to do with our date?
Yes. And why are we talking about him at all?
And why is your brother telling me there's better bitches here? What is going on?
That's why I said it's so much happened in that one story.
He probably just was confused. Like, what is happening?
Why would I want you? Your family apparently don't even fucking like you. So
oh, it's better women in here. Don't waste your time with her. What?
I was like, what are we doing?
At least he didn't get stabbed.
Or, suspicious about to be stabbed like that one lady with the...
She great for not taking that knife, baby. That
she
knife
crazy for going in there.
The candle should have been enough.
Yes, because you know good and well, Jay, if me and you were dumb enough to go to that man's house to pee, soon as we would have saw that glow, because you can't have that many candles, and before you even cross that threshold, you see the glow from those candles.
First of all,
and
our spidey senses, well, that's not what I call them, but that's what I'm going to call them here.
Mm-hmm.
My spidey senses would have been
tingling.
Candles. No one's fucking here. Knife in bathroom. Bitch, you part of a seance.
Yeah, you
a ritual. You finna get chopped the hell up. And now I know people just be eating motherfuckers. They no telling what's going on.
Yeah, I wouldn't have made it into that apartment.
Maybe it's one of those situations where she was so scared she just was calmly trying to get out of it because she didn't know what the fuck to do. But no.
I would have got to his front door, saw all those damn candles. But you know what? I'm like, it's man, cool. All that damn time, I don't even have to pee no more.
I pee outside.
That's
what I'm saying to myself. Like, I'm
saying to myself, I'm going to just pee outside. But I would have told him, like, man, I ain't even got to pee no more. I'm going home.
Never mind.
Yeah. But thank you, though. I would have left him
at inside and blow out them candles.
I would have left him at his door confused. But I would not be going in that damn apartment.
And then the bathroom went open.
The way he would have got that door open, and I would have been in a fetal position, just sobbing.
He wouldn't have wanted you no more.
And thank God. Because
now some people are sick. He might have liked it.
But I would have been like, dude, please don't kill me. He would have woke up. I would have been on my hands and knees praying, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
No, some of them get off on that. Don't give it to them.
Dude, I told you, I'm not a fighter.
I still ain't got over what you said about that prison. And
I was just talking to somebody, me and Champagne. I was telling her that.
I will be fighting for my life.
She said the same thing. She said, I'm not fighting for shit if I go to prison. She was like, what am I talking about? I'm like, I'm not fighting them women. No. I'm not that kind of fighter. No. Have me. If you want me, have me.
Nuts.
No.
I don't care.
I told her if I gotta be a lesbian for whatever time frame I'm in that prison, it looks like I'm a lesbian for whatever time frame I'm in that prison.
I'm climbing that big bitch like a tree. Nah. I'm not.
I wait till the day I leave that bitch, and then I beat her ass, but I ain't doing shit.
No.
I got 3 years, then looks like Jocelyn might be a lesbian for 3 years.
No.
Yes, that's what I mean, because I'm serious. If God forbid, if I ever go to prison and there's some big bitch that work in the kitchen that's just like, you belong to me now. I'm like, you know what, you're right. I was wondering where my owner was.
No, I cannot, and I will not. I'll be fighting to the end. Nope.
I'm not fighting shit.
Nope.
Now on the streets, I fight all day long.
I'll fight you behind bars too. No.
Once we get behind them bars,
no.
Because the way this face is set up, it just creates enemies anyway.
It do.
I ain't about to make it easier to create enemies. No.
No.
Have me.
No.
And I mean that with every bit of my chest.
I know you do. That's why I'm so disturbed.
I also don't ever plan to go to prison. I ain't did nothing to go to prison.
I don't think no one plans to go to prison. I think life happens to people. Well, little bad decisions are made, and then they end up in there.
But nah, I'd give it all the way up. Nope, not doing it. And Champagne agreed with me. She said, no, what I'm fighting for.
Champagne crazy too. Like, no. Can't believe y'all.
Dead ass.
The both of y'all.
Dead ass. Anywho.
Yes.
I got a revenge story that I want to see what your reaction to would be.
I love a good revenge story. What is it?
Speaking of, I got banned.
Not surprising where. From where?
From a subreddit.
Why? What you do?
So
how you get banned on the internet?
Exactly. I had posted a question in a petty subreddit.
Yeah.
It was probably this on petty revenge. And I just asked, like, what is something petty that you don't regret doing?
That's not bad.
They banned me, said that I was asking for advice.
What?
That's asking
for stories.
Literally, that's all I'm asking for. Because they messaged me. Because I was surprised that it wasn't getting any traction.
Yeah.
There. And I got a message that says, hello, you have been permanently banned from participating in the Petty Revenge subreddit because you broke the community rules. But it doesn't tell me which community rule I broke. You won't be able to post or comment, but you can still view and subscribe to it. So then I asked, can you explain what I'm being banned for? Like what rule did I break? And they never responded. But when I went to the Petty Revenge subreddit, because I can still see it, and I went to their rules and stuff.
Yeah.
Their number one rule is no requests. So I can only assume that they're thinking my question is a request for like ideas. Yes.
That whole page is people looking for ideas.
It says, do not ask for help to enact some sort of petty revenge. This includes telling a story. Oh, yeah. They don't want people. They're mad that I asked people to tell the story on the pettiest thing that they done.
What is the point of that?
So I got banned for it. And I was just like, that has to be the silliest thing.
What else are we doing here but sharing our petty stories? What else would we be doing there?
So I just said, all right, cool. I guess I can't comment anymore. And mind you, that's the first time I've ever posted in there.
That was petty.
I said, it was bound to happen. I was to get banned from something.
But that was a prompt. It wasn't asking for help. It was like, hey, this is the petty Reddit. What petty shit y'all done did?
In fact, the only reason I ended up posting, because when you type a question into Reddit,
Yeah.
it suggests subreddits to
Yeah.
post it to, and that was one of them. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Post it there.
They said,
They say you banned. One time. That's it. That's all you get.
Okay.
And I was just like, all right, well,
Trying to
whatever.
beef y'all page up, but whatever.
But this petty revenge, it goes, so I have a coworker. We saw on the, I don't know why she started it that way, but she just says, so I have a coworker. We saw on the Amazon tea site that they sell flavors that you can't buy in stores. 12 pack for $24. We agreed to split it 50-50. She Venmo'd me $12. Last night when I got home to order it, I saw there was a $10 flat shipping fee. So after taxes, it was $36 and some odd change. I texted her back and she didn't respond, so I ordered it. The next morning, after like 9 hours, she said, never mind, give me my money back. So I told her I can do that, or I can give you 5 instead of 6 so that she could still try the flavors, and I'll take the bigger financial hit. She refused, stating she wanted 6 still. So I sent her money back because I refuse to negotiate with tea terrorists like it's a Boston Tea Party. She would have only been paying like $2.40 per can, while me $3.40. I saw it as, if I'm going to take the bigger hit, I'm going to get at least an extra can. So now my petty ass is going to use them as my work drinks and drink them in front of her. She wants one. She's going to pay me $3.40 a can, especially since she called me a scammer earlier that day because I apparently hustled at Arizona and ramen in Job Corps.
They have to be old. They have to be
like,
old.
all this over I'm like, Arizona is like 99 cents still.
This is all over tea.
Tea. Called that woman a tea terrorist.
I mean, I can see why she was like, hey, it's more than I thought. I'm going to need a little extra more.
But I also wouldn't have placed that order either, unless I was prepared to be out the money.
But then, like she said, I still wanted the tea. She could just have less.
Yeah.
Like she was like, you could just have less since you pay less. Or if you pay me more, we can equally split it.
But that made me think of a couple things, actually, because, people have a habit, and it happens anytime you go in with people, like you place an order.
You gotta be careful with that.
Like, they'll look at the menu, see how much their food is, and they'll send you how much it is for their food. I'm like, but you're not accounting for taxes, delivery. Like, you do know that there's going to be extra charges once this is all done.
Well, this is why if we, like at a restaurant, people, let's split. I said, no, we split from the final total. We don't split from how much you spent on your food. Because if you wanted to, but then, this is why I tell everybody just pay separate. Mm-hmm. I don't know. You get yours and I get mine, and you tip the $2 your raggedy ass was going to tip, and I'll mind my business over here and you mind your business over there. But that was when, soon as she said $24 and the girl Venmo her 12, I said, before she even mentioned shipping, I thought, but that doesn't include shipping. I'm assuming it was Amazon, so there ain't no shipping. This is where my thought went. No, because she said the Amazon tea site. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, Amazon don't have shipping. If you got Prime, ain't no shipping. But I'm like, taxes, since it's coming from the Amazon tea site, there's likely going, especially on something that's just $24, there are going to be shipping charges on that. Usually you have to go 50 or more to get free shipping on stuff. But my thing is, I wouldn't have set a price until I knew the actual price. Till I put it in the cart, and they'd have been like, oh, this is how much I would have been like, I'll text you tonight before I place the order how much it is, so that you know what it is. Or I'll just place the order and be prepared to lose out on, to keep the whole thing if she decides she like, I don't care, I keep all the tea, I don't give a damn. But what you're not gonna do is ask me for your money back, and then when I try to be like, but you can still try some, I'll just give you 5 cans instead of 6, since it came out to more than that. And
for you to still be mad and be like, nope, I want the original 6.
You didn't
I'm
pay
like,
for
okay,
6.
you greedy bitch.
You didn't pay for 6. You paid for 5.
And to be honest, based on how much I'm paying for this, you should be giving me more money than that.
I'm paid. If she'd be like, nope, I'm like, here's your little money back. You ain't getting shit. You wouldn't have got nothing. You would have got your little $12 back and you wouldn't got a goddamn.
I was like, how?
My thing is.
But it took me out when she called that girl a T-terrorist. That took me out.
My thing is, where are y'all working at? Is this much tension over $15?
I'm like, y'all ain't got enough to do.
Y'all obviously ain't busy because I
wish I would be like, if when I was working at the last job and I had Alex and Gift, I wish I would have walked up on them talking about a damn argument over Arizona tea. I'm like, okay, I'm not keeping y'all busy enough. Like, y'all need something to do.
I just will, for one, I'm frugal, but I'm not a penny pitcher. And if you're like, hey, it's this tea set, we can each get 6 flavors, I'll let you know how much it is. If you wrote me talking about, oh, it's more than I thought after shipping, well, how much more? I'll send it to you. And then that would have been, or me, if it's that many for only $24, I would have wanted my own. What are we splitting it for?
Exactly.
It was only $20.
The only thing this made me want to do was go on Arizona's website. Cause I'm like, oh,
what
teas
they got?
Like what other teas they got? I might be interested.
Yeah, that was my fat thought too. I said, what teas they got over there?
Actually, because I've never even thought to go to Arizona's website.
I only buy it at the gas station.
Same. And I recently had one after years of not having one.
And it never crossed my mind they sell actual tea bags. That never crossed my mind.
You know what? That doesn't cross mine neither. But I was passing one at a gas station. I don't even think I was at a gas station. I forget where the fuck I was. But I passed some. And I was like, man, I ain't had an Arizona tea in forever. And I used to love the raspberry.
Yeah.
And so I bought one, and when that thing is cold, it is so good.
Not warm. Not warm. You cannot have Arizona warm. You cannot have Arizona warm.
But when that thing is crisp cold.
Have you tried the new like white tea and blueberry one? That one's good.
I'll have to try that too. I love the half and half one.
Oh, the Arnold Palmer.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
I didn't even think that. I was like, let me get some of these tea bags now. Because now all this did was make me want to buy some myself.
Yeah, I just didn't realize that it was worth it for Arizona tea to be beefing with your coworkers like this.
What I'm about to say is not nice.
Okay.
This sounds like broke bitch problems, and I'm just not in the mood for it. I would be so irritated. Like, if you don't get the fuck out of here over $20, if you don't get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and calling her a scammer.
Oh, for real. Like, what did she scam you out of?
I said, nah, you right.
I wouldn't be talking to, and I'd be sipping that tea in that bitch face. Wouldn't give her none.
I'll be
walking around stirring it in my cup, all loud near a desk.
Oh, this tea is good. It hit the spot.
Especially with this agave.
Ooh, new flavor. What flavor are we trying today?
Strawberry lemonade tea.
Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I would piss her off. Still, I'm gonna start calling people tea terrorists.
Just petty.
That was good.
You scammer.
I'll be like, how did I scam you? Anywho.
People are funny, man.
We gonna call it on that one. That was fun. I like that.
Foolish.
It was foolish. But again, find a reason to call somebody a tea terrorist today. Please.
Spice up your day.
And then tell me the story, because I think that is a great insult. A tea terrorist.
You scammer.
Anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Hopefully y'all had better first dates than these people that we talked about.
Yeah, hepatitis C.
Ugh. And what was the other one?
Girl, stab.
Almost
PP,
peeled.
stab.
Yeah.
Like, we don't.
But yeah, so make sure on YouTube that you're liking, commenting, subscribing, and
share.
On the audio platforms, do the same things, like, comments, not subscribe, but follow. share there as well.
Mhm.
And like we said before, make sure you're commenting. Those really do help us out a lot. Tells the algorithm that you are engaging. And I think with that, we'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.
Bye, friends.